Holy fuck, it's already wild card weekend. It's fucked. This is how I think shit's gonna go down in the playoffs. Let's get right into this shit. Texans, Colts. Listen, I know they've won 9 of 10. I know they're the hottest team in the league. I know this and that and this and that and this and that. But playoff Deshaun is a different fucking animal. You do not know what you're getting into in Indy. You do not know what you're fucking about to face. You're about to face the most clutch performer I've ever seen in my life. So the Texans win that game. Let's go over to Baltimore, where I don't trust either of these teams. I don't know any. I've never seen Lamar Jackson in a playoff game. Phillip Rivers, I don't trust him in a big game. But they cancel each other out because I don't trust either of them. So I'll take the better quarterback at Phillip Rivers. I mean, this is a tough one. I have no idea who's going to win that game. But I'll just say, fuck it. Phillip will win that game. And then on the NFC side of things, Dallas really only has one position where they could say they're not as good against the Seahawks. The coach and quarterback for the Seahawks is light years ahead of Dallas. But everything else, Dallas has the clear better players. It's not even close. And they're 7-1 at home. They've been rolling too. They're really fucking good at home. I can't not take them at home. And Dak has played really good in big games. He tends to win these big games for some reason. Unless it's Aaron Rodgers and you're facing a pretty fucking good quarterback too, but I think Dallas wins that game. Philly Bears. You probably know what I'm going to say here. Well, you're fucking wrong, because I think jolly old St. Nick is going to spoil the party in Chicago. Listen, Mitch Trubisky is so bad. He's not a good quarterback. And I know that Philly has a shit secondary, but he's not going to take advantage of that. Especially with his receivers that banged up. It's not happening. Jolly old St. Nick, they know what they're fucking doing. They just did it last year. They go into Chicago, win. Listen, the bigger the underdogs that Philly is, the better chance they have of winning. So, keep that line rolling. Get it to 7, 7.5, 8. Because everyone loves the fucking Bears. I know it. So, yeah, those are wild card weekend. Let's move on to the divisional round. Now, Houston, I think they'd go into Foxborough, right? Houston goes into Foxborough, wins. Playoff Deshaun again. I'm fucking telling you, this shit is real. And Tom Brady, I know, he's been playing great with these receivers and these limited weapons, but JJ and Jadeveon and Whitney Merciless are going to be coming at you, so you're not going to have fucking time. You're going to be throwing some picks like that Buffalo game. This is going to look a lot like the Buffalo game that was in Foxborough, except with Deshaun Watson on the other side and DeAndre Hopkins. So they win that game. Chargers go to Arrowhead. They get smoked. Andy Reid against his own division. It's ridiculous. It was a fluke, really, at Thursday night. That was a pretty fucking crazy game. So Chiefs win. They're in the AFC Championship game. Let's move to the NFC again. Eagles go into New Orleans. It's a close game, you know. People don't expect it to be this close. Probably a 10-point spread, but New Orleans wins a close one. You know, decent game. And Dallas goes into LA and gets smoked. Like, they get fucked hard. Like, it's not close. All right. NFC Championship game. Man, it's a rematch of the Saints-Rams from week whatever when Rams got handed their first loss. Everyone's losing their stock on the Rams lately, and I got to start picking it up. I think the Rams go into New Orleans. They know what they're doing in there. They did it before. They win. Saints are a little banged up, and Drew Brees, listen, Drew Brees has been playing like shit lately. There's no other way to put it. He's been playing like shit. And Jared Goff's starting to pick it up again. So I think the Rams end up in the Super Bowl. And then Texans in Arrowhead. Listen, folks, Defense does win championships at the end of the day. And chokers do choke at the end of the day. Even though Mahomes might not be the choker, this defense is so bad. Deshaun will go up and down and up and down. The Texans win on a walk-off field goal, let's say. In Arrowhead, go to the Super Bowl, and then Rams win. Because as much as I want to take the Texans, that Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh and Dante Fowler and Michael Brooks, all these guys will fuck with that O-line. So, Rams win the Super Bowl. Rams win Super Bowl 53.